Dad, I'm here.
How this kid play can teach us about the ability of listening. Last week, Leandership brought the standardized work into the spotlight, giving an overview and some suggestions on how to implement it. We saw the vital importance of having standardized work for uniform processes and continuous improvement. In today's video, Leadership will explore one of the leader's most complex tasks, being available and willing to listen. Leadership is a choice to serve one or more human beings. To serve, the leader has to be available and also has to listen to the others in an active way. Let's talk a little about this. More and more, we are drowned by information. TV, internet, social media, notifications ringing on our cell phones all the time. With the smartphones, smartwatches, technologies that bring what interests us or we are looking for practically in any website that we access, our heads ends up losing focus and concentration on what we're doing. And we turn our attention to that impulse that has just arrived. All of this information makes our life even busier, and we believe that we need to consume everything that comes to us. The result is that if we pay attention to everything that arrives, we end up losing focus and time. Now imagine this scenario in a leader's routine. This shortage of time can lead him or her not to pay attention on the employees or to pretend paying attention to the employees, even unconsciously. Have you ever met with someone who continued to look to the screen or to the computer or to the cell phone while talking to you? Have you ever done this to anyone that was talking to you? If your answer was yes to at least one of these questions, maybe now it's time to think about it. Thinking empathetically, think about how have you received whoever comes to talk to you. And here, it's not only at work. We're talking about also how do you pay attention to your family, to your children, parents, or to your spouse. Here, differentiation between hearing and listening is necessary. Hearing is linked to the sense of hearing, while listening is about hearing with attention, with engagement. Empathy and listening are very close together. Listening requires the leader availability and attention to absorb and to understand the needs and desire of his team. As we develop listening, we help also build trust. People will understand and see that the interest in them as a leader is genuine. Now let's see some points to improve your listening. First one, be available. Take the time to listen and to talk to people on your team. Keeping the door open is a sign of availability. Point number 2, focus on the conversation. When receiving someone, focus on the conversation. If you can't pay attention at that moment, if you can't dedicate that time, politely suggest an alternative time. Point number 3, eye-to-eye contact. Get out of your screen and really focus on the conversation. Avoid looking at your cell phone, at each notification that comes up, or at your clock. This can give the impression of impatience. If you are waiting for some urgent information, make this clear. Point number 4, give feedback. In case of questions, do not leave loose ends. Even if on another occasion, inform that person that you think about it, if this is the case, and give a feedback later. And point number 5, do not judge. Avoid jumping to conclusions and avoid completing the sentence of your interlocutor. Listen with interest and patience. Having an open mind to listen, the team's perception will be very positive. You will be opening up to learn more about each of the human beings around you, and we will also expand your repertoire of ideas, knowledge, benefiting creativity. Use not only hearing in your active listening process. Other senses will help you better understand the situation. It is worth mentioning that this is a skill that needs to be practiced to be perfected. This practice only brings benefits for those who speak, for those who listen, and for the construction and maintenance of the relationship. And you, have you already been practicing active listening at work, in your family? If so, what can still be improved? Think about it. That's all for today. Next week I'll be back with more content made and thought by Leandership, especially for you. Don't forget to subscribe, to hit the like button, and follow us on social media. See you next week.